Welcome to the ever evolving man. I'm your host, Lawrence Joseph, and today we're not playing nice. We're not whispering around the truth. We're going full throttle into what it means to be a man in the world that's been trying to tame us. Masculinity has been labeled toxic. Fathers have been sidelined, and men are being told to sit down and shut up and feeling their way through life. Today, we reject all that. We're talking dominance, discipline, duty. Let's go. Let's be honest, being a man today is a minefield. We've gone from builders and protectors to being accused of being the problem. But guess what? Men built this world. We fought and died for this world, and men will save it. The issue? We've been softened, neutered, told to talk about our feelings instead of sharpening our minds, our bodies, and our mission. Now, today's podcast isn't for the faint of heart. This is for the man who feels that fire in his gut, the man who knows something's wrong out here with the families, with the culture, with the system, and is ready to fight back by becoming who he was meant to be. This is part one. Masculinity was never the problem, it was the solution. Let's kill the idea right now. Masculinity isn't toxic. Weakness is. Confusion is. Passivity is. We're being told men are the issue, when in reality, it's the absence of real men that's the real threat. We used to value men who provided, protected, and stood firm under pressure. Now we're told to be in touch with our emotions. And the moment we show strength, we're labeled dangerous. Nah, real men are dangerous. That's what makes them valuable. They have power and they have it under control. Part two, fatherless homes and the collapse of structure. Let's talk facts. Boys growing up without fathers. It's not just a social issue. That's a crisis. A boy without a father is a boy without structure. And when structure collapses, chaos moves in. Gangs, violence, crime, these don't just pop up out of nowhere. These were broken boys looking for what they've never had. Male discipline. A single mother can raise a child with love, but she cannot reach a boy and teach him how to become a man. It's not hate, it's reality. Men teach men how to be men. We set the standard, we apply the discipline. We correct the course before it gets too far gone. Way too far. Part three, the lie of therapeutic masculinity. Men, it's no wonder you feel depressed, anxious, lost. The world tells you to go take a pill and cry it out. You know what men used to do when they felt like that? They got to work. They built, they hunted, they led. We fixed it with action, not prescriptions. Real strength isn't found in therapy rooms where you confess your feelings to someone who's never walked your path. It's found in the gym. It's found in brotherhood. It's found in purpose. Men don't talk it out like women do. We handle business. We fix ourselves by performing, by achieving, by grinding and doing more. Only men can see the challenges needed to produce excellence. Our feelings are raw action. Part 4, the truth about relationships in 2025. Today's modern relationships are upside down. Women are winning in education and out earning men in many cities. And men are left wondering what their role is. Let me tell you, your role hasn't changed. Provide, lead, and protect. Period. If your woman earns more, good. It doesn't change who you are. But don't get soft. Don't get passive. She still wants a leader. She still wants a man she can respect. If you step back, she'll step over you. You're not competing with her, you're complimenting her. Stay dominant, stay productive, stay ahead. This is part 5, abortion, responsibility, and the broken family. Okay, let's talk about something no one touches on. Abortion and the collapse of responsibility. Since Roe versus Wade, abortions peaked in the early 90s, but here's the deal. Gutter Match report that the number of abortions in 2020 was 40% lower than in 1991. The CDC says it was down 36% by 2021. Sounds like progress, right? Maybe. But that doesn't account for the mail order abortion pills or the fact that millions of men have been completely cut out of this decision. Where are the fathers? Where are the conversations? We're being told to man up, but we're not even allowed in the room where these life-changing decisions are made. That's not empowerment. That's erasure. We need strong families, and that starts with strong men. This is part 6. The male renaissance starts now. You want the solution? It's you. It's every man listening who's sick of being passive, sick of being silent, sick of being told he's the problem. You fix it by building your body, building your mind, building your money, and building the next generation. Men don't whine. We win. We're not victims. We're warriors. And it's time to reclaim what's been taken. That means mentoring boys. That means speaking truth apologetically. That means taking your life seriously and rising to your role as a leader. Part 7, abortion is not birth control. The truth no one wants to say. Let me say it straight. Abortion should never be used as birth control. Period. It's not a reset button. It's not a get out of consequence free button. But that's exactly how it's been marketed to an entire generation of young men as a casual backup plan if they aren't ready. It might be said a different way. My body, my choice. It's never said pro-abortion. Let's be honest, society is empowering promiscuity without responsibility. If the statistics show that girls between the ages of 14 to 19 are having abortions, what does that tell you? It tells you there is a massive failure of discipline, structure, and accountability. It tells you the message being sent to young women is explore, experiment, and if something goes wrong, just get rid of it. That's not empowerment. That's avoidance of responsibility, and it's destroying the value of the life before it's even begun. It's true, women are the gatekeepers of sex, biologically, culturally, and socially. If you say you have control over your body, then you also take on the responsibility for the outcome of what happens to that body. And if you're old enough to make the decision to have sex, then you're old enough to raise the potential life that comes from it. Or place that child in the arms of someone who will. It's a lie that men have no say. A man's DNA makes up 50% of that child and yet has 0% legal authority in the decisions to keep or end that life. That's not equality. That's unilateral authority without accountability. What is the right path? It's marriage, commitment, responsibility. If you conceive a child, both of you step up. Not step out. You build, you learn, you sacrifice, and if it doesn't work out, then, after the child is grown, you go your separate ways. Knowing you raised that child with the structure and love, that's adulthood. That's morality. That's reality. We don't need more terminations. We need more transformations. More young people stepping into responsibility and rejecting the culture of instant gratification and zero consequences. Here's my conclusion and call to action. Men, you were born to lead, not to blend in. You're born to dominate, not to disappear. This is your time, not to feel your way through life, but to take control of it. Reaching out to you, my brother. Start a conversation that matters. Stop waiting for permission. Build, protect, and provide. Be the man your son can model and your daughters can trust. The future depends on you. If you like this, subscribe and leave me a comment below. Let's make this a brighter and better future. Thanks. This is brought to you by men who want to lead and not follow. Thanks to Andrew Tate and all who want to shine a light on men to be men. And thanks for listening. Be a part to remember in life.